when it comes to resin printing. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about, the different accessories that I made for my resin printers. I designed some handles for the covers that I use Home Depot little sticker things that they use for cable ties. And I printed handles and epoxy glued those in and then put those on with that super strong self-sticky tape. And now I have real nice handles. I'll show you that as we walk into the next part of the video. I'll show you the exhaust port that I designed for the system that I designed. It has a quick coupler, a plug, and a port that goes onto the illegal case that's exactly designed to fit the little cover that comes with in case you wanted to put your own port there. I got that. Having handles when you got gloves on and picking up from both sides is a big revelation for anybody. I also bought a little monitor, an air monitor. I'll explain to you how that works and what that did, and just to kind of go through the whole thing with you in the next part of the video. And there's a reason for that, because like I said, it doesn't matter whether you're doing ABS, earth-based. We like to do earth-based resins because it's not as toxic as the alcohol one. I know people keep saying it's the same toxicity. It's not. I measured it with an air monitor to prove that it's not. Actually, spray paint's the worst if you spray paint something in the corner of your garage. So make sure when you spray paint you have a mask. But anyway, I'll get into that next part of the video, but that's one part of the thing I wanted to explain to you today. And we are going to be mixing, another thing I want to talk to you about was mixing the FDM, which is the PLA, filament 3D printing flat, right? Like the wagon wheels and stuff. We're going to be mixing that up with the resin printer. So like say you have a cannon, we're going to start selling cannons and Civil War sets. And on those cannons, there's two little wheels. Well, I find that if I 3D print those wheels flat, like I've been doing, and then put them on those resin printed bodies that are shaped, they're beautiful. They come out really, really good. So we're going to be selling the Civil War kits. I can get better details on my muskets now that are in N-scale. Believe that or not, N-scale muskets. Yeah, I can do that. And the horses are absolutely phenomenal. As you can see, they're a lot way better than the FDM ones that I print in half and then glue them together. So we're going to be going through our entire store and seeing what we can print in resin that makes less parts and assemblies for you, like the weather vane. We can print that in 3 parts now. We've tested it out already. And we're going to do more testing. So we're going to try and we're going to give you the best quality 3D printed resin FDM building tool. Matter of fact, we're even going to go ahead and buy clear resin. I already got some clear resin in the shelf, and I got to test that out. We're going to take our fiber optic lighted tips, and we're going to make them in clear resin so there's no diffraction or breakup of the light coming through that little pen light. It'll be absolutely pure light straight through that clear resin. And that's what we're hoping for. So you get some really, really bright tips and really strong tips too. But that's the next on the list. And who knows where this can take us. You know, we've got the tools now. We're just going to brainstorm it and see where we go with it. Hey guys, welcome back to the second part of this video. This is what I wanted to show you and talk to you about. This is the illegal Mars 5 Ultra 3D resin printer with the resin wash station curing combination. And I wanted to show you this because I'm really happy with this setup, and I'll explain to you why later on in the video. But what I really want to talk to you about is a couple things here. One, I want to show you these handles that I made. Okay, these handles are basically that Home Depot tie-in I told you about, the cable ties, with 3D printed and epoxied in on the side, and I glued them in, and it really makes it really easy to take that top on and off so I can set it down very carefully. I did the same thing for the wash station too. The Iligu comes with this port cover that has 3mm inset screws in it, and I printed off this sleeve to take place of that, and then I printed off this plug that fits inside this 3-inch flex pipe. And then the reason I did that is so I could cap this off, so when this is done printing, and then I'm using the curing station and the washing stations, the VOCs that are being sucked in by this register system that I designed, and there's the air monitor that shows it, and I suggest everyone use an air monitor. Matter of fact, it's running right now, And you can see it's like a 0.052 in the green, very safe breathing levels. Anyway, excuse me. So how it works is that when I'm 3D printing with the resin printer, I take this off and then I put the sleeve on like this. And then that goes on, and then this is shut off. The vents are closed. And then this is drawing air all from here, all the way down this pipe and into that motor, that CFM motor I'll show you later.